Back in 2003, it had been about a year since I had started watching WWE. Eric Bischoff was the Raw general manager and I hated his guts. Bischoff was a heel authority figure and used to do some of the most wild stuff to WWE's babyfaces. Little did I know at that time that about 20 years later, I would hate Bischoff even more, and this time in real life. It's safe to say that Eric Bischoff is the most insufferable person in professional wrestling right now. Controversy creates cash. This was the title of Eric Bischoff's autobiography, and this has been his life motto for years on end now. Bischoff spews hatred against all elite wrestling and Tony Khan on a weekly basis on his podcast 83 Weeks. But why does Bischoff do this? Bischoff made an appearance on AEW television a few years ago and was never seen again. Many fans believe that Bischoff was salty that AEW president Tony Khan didn't give him a full-time job in All Elite Wrestling. On an episode of 83 Weeks, his podcast, Bischoff finally explained why he hated Tony Khan's guts. Bischoff revealed that he didn't have any problem with AEW, but it all changed when Tony Khan made an ignorant comment against Ted Turner, former WCW owner. Tony Khan said that if Ted Turner had even a percentage of the wrestling knowledge that he has, WCW would still be around. Bischoff was livid with Tony Khan's comment. He didn't like this at all, called the comment ignorant, stated that Tony Khan had no idea what happened in WCW back in the 90s and why it went bankrupt. Basically, Eric Bischoff admitted that he hates Tony Khan and he is biased towards AEW because Tony Khan made that comment against Ted Turner and WCW. Bischoff makes the nastiest and the most vile comments against AEW and Tony Khan and some of the wrestlers that are employed by AEW on a weekly basis. But the old insufferable part finally crossed a huge line. Bischoff recently made a comment that didn't sit well with a lot of fans. He stated that AEW, Tony Khan's All Elite Wrestling, is bad for the pro wrestling business at this moment. It is bad for promotions like TNA, bad for guys like Scott D'Amore, who was recently let go by TNA. As per Bischoff, AEW showcases a lot of blood and profanity, and this doesn't sit well with advertisers. But to outright say that a huge promotion like AEW that employs hundreds of people, hundreds of wrestlers and helps them earn a livelihood is bad for the industry right now is an absolutely ignorant statement to make. It's not a secret that Eric Bischoff, the real life guy, is an even bigger asshole than the heel authority figures that he played in WCW, TNA and WWE. But this time Bischoff crossed the line. He went too far. He said some things that shouldn't have been said. Bischoff says stuff like this just for shock value. He knows that trolls who hate AEW flock over to his podcast, gives him views, gives him dollars and help make his channel successful. But to say such wild stuff like a promotion that is employing hundreds of people, giving them livelihood, is bad for industry is absolutely idiotic on Bischoff's part. There are many examples in the recent past of Eric Bischoff being a hypocrite, a flip-flopper, and someone whose words shouldn't be taken seriously. To cap it off, I'll give an example. When CM Punk was in AEW, Bischoff used to hate his guts. When Punk compared his and Daniel Bryan's arrival in AEW to that of Scott Hall and Kevin Nash and Hulk Hogan in WCW, this didn't sit well with Bischoff at all. Since that day, he began taking shots at CM Punk, called him the biggest financial flop in wrestling history. Keep in mind, Bischoff called CM Punk the biggest financial flop in wrestling history. But it all changed when CM Punk made his big return at Survivor Series War Games 2023. Bischoff is on WWE's payroll. He makes money when people click on his Twitter links and go to WWE shop to buy stuff. After CM Punk made his return at Survivor Series War Games, Bischoff very shamelessly posted a link of CM Punk's hot selling t-shirt on his Twitter profile and pinned it on his profile. So basically, Bischoff can stoop to any level to make money and doesn't care at all if people point out that he is the biggest hypocrite in wrestling business. So to cap it off, Eric Bischoff, you absolutely shameless, insufferable old fart. Get as many views you want from trolls who hate AEW, make as much money from the traffic that they provide you. But have some dignity, have some shame while making absolutely idiotic, stupid comments like the one you recently made.